What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing today? Super excited about this topic today, guys. Emotional attachments to your fitness clients, to your health and fitness clients. We're going to talk about the good and the bad today. We're going to talk about both today. You know, and this is one thing that I definitely see. We've seen this, when clients first start working with us and things like that in the beginning stages. Hell, I've went through this numerous times actually, inside of my fitness business, years ago. Okay. And listen, we're human beings. We are passionate with what we do, as fitness professionals, right? So, it's totally normal to have these, emotional attachments. So that's why we're going to talk about the good and bad, that comes with it, right? And actually how to pivot and take advantage of those emotional attachments that you have so that you can help more people and scale your business even more in 2022 and beyond. Okay. So let's talk about it, guys. All right. So when you're a personal trainer, and you are somebody that's like, okay, like you in the middle of COVID, you seeing what's going on, right? Even prior to COVID, you saw people making money online in the health and fitness space, right? So now it's time for you to like get into it and actually like, start, offering, online services, right? And even considered, 100%, pivoting to online, right? And when you start considering that, one of the first things that you actually consider is what? Your fitness clients, right? Like your actual current clients, the clients that you're giving, one-on-one training to, in person, group training, virtual training, right? These are the people that you start thinking about when you want to, switch your business model, increase your price, and do all these different things, with your business that's going to take your business to the next level so your business can actually evolve year after year after year after year. So you get a little nervous when you first start thinking about it. You like, listen, the current fitness clients that you have, right? Like they're paying you, they're coming, they love your service, and the last thing you want to do is lose them, right? Like you don't want to lose those current clients, and because you have something more expensive. True, it'll be more value in it, but you think that in your head, you think the first thing that they're going to think about is the actual price. And I mean, you're right and wrong, depending on how you actually present it. If you present the offer the wrong way and you say, hey, hey, Candace, listen, we're going to actually increase our price next month. So the current price that you're paying every single month, that price is actually going to change next month. So let me know if you want to stay on board. Of course, Candace is not going to stay on board. All right. So that is not the proper way to actually make a transition from in-person training to online fitness coaching. Right. So in your head, you thinking like that transition is like you pretty much giving your clients an ultimatum. Right. And the last thing you want to do is lose clients, lose money. And now you stuck, trying to sell this online coaching, offer that you kind of just added in your packages, right? It's like the last thing, right? You probably add online fitness coaching or online coaching, to your bio, because it's like, oh, it's a COVID, online is popping right now, but maybe in 2021, you probably had, a couple online coaching clients, not that many. Majority of your income and majority of your revenue, right, came from in-person training. Some came from the virtual training, right? And not a lot came from virtual training because we both know that you're not, you're probably charging $5 to $25 a session, for those, right? But the bulk of your money is coming from the in-person training. And the last thing you want to do is mess up that money. All right. So you believe in just, okay, cool. Like I'll keep this same business model that I have right now. I'll keep the same business model and I'll just add, online coaching as an offering, right? As an additional offer, along with all the other packages and offers that you have. But the thing is, nobody's really buying it. And the reason why is because when you keep the same business model, your content through your content through your marketing doesn't change, right? It's still the same surface level type of content that you're putting out there. So it's going to attract the same type of clients that you currently have and the same type of prospects that you have been already attracting, right? So when you switch business models, literally everything has to pivot. And when we talking about a high ticket business model, right? Like everything goes up, not just including the price, but the service that you provide, and the value that you provide inside of your program. Right? And listen, what you don't want to, and that's the bad thing. So the bad thing about having these emotional attachments to your fitness clients is because now it comes down to making a decision, and your decision is based on 100% emotions, right? Because you want to be loyal to those clients, right? You know, those clients that you have are like family. You guys see each other so many times a week. You talk to each other frequently, right? They like family. So the last thing you want to do is feel like you turning your back on them, right? So I totally get it. I've been through that myself. The first time I had to switch my business model from doing in-person, from doing one-to-one training, right, to semi-private, okay, and keeping the same price, right? I had to do that, you know. And then I went through another transition where, you know, I had to say, okay, like my business has actually hit, you know, a cap. There's only so much that I can do physically inside of the business when it comes to delivering the service, when it comes to actually training. So I had the first belief I had was, well, if I bring in another trainer, man, these ladies ain't gonna want to train with some random person that they don't know. They not gonna want to train with them. This was like, you know, 5 years ago, but this was the mindset that I had, right? So I delayed the decision of bringing in a trainer, and I kept training those clients. And guess what happened to my revenue? Nothing at all. Nothing happened with my revenue, right? I wasn't able to really scale my business. Hell, I wasn't able to really fulfill the current clients that I had at the level that I really wanted to fulfill, right? So I had no choice, right? I started getting in different rooms and things like that, right? And these were the things that people were doing. They were removing themselves from a lot of the, not necessarily the day-to-day business things, right? And tasks, but from a fulfillment standpoint, being at the gym and training clients hour after hour after hour after hour, right? I had to remove myself, right? And hire a trainer. Okay. And guess what? When I did it the correct way, the clients actually loved the trainer. And now I'm able to actually do more things in the business that's going to move the business to the next level. Right? So yes, you want to keep that emotional attachment, right? But you want it to be for the right reasons. Right? So it's not that you're, doing a disservice to your current clients, is that you are evolving. And as a leader, all right, there are different skill sets that you will have to learn in order to continue to evolve. One of the reasons why your client signed up with you, your in-person client signed up with you in the first place, was because they believe in your mission. And they believe that you're going to actually get them to the destination that they're trying to go to. That's the only reason why, one of the reasons why they chose to follow you and choose you as a trainer to work with. Okay. So when you are evolving, one, you have to have 100% commitment and conviction behind the new business model. You can't go into the business model real timid and not confident, right? Only because you want to make some money, go get a job, right? You can make more money doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually want to scale a business and build it long term and do it with the right and not have to break your moral code, right? Now it's about how to transition to an online high ticket business model, the correct way and the most efficient way, right, for my business. Because I'm emotionally attached to my business. I give a fuck about my business, and I give a fuck about the people and things that are inside and that make up my business. Okay? So, so listen, guys. All right. So that's why I say it's a good and a bad to it, but you just have to have the right objective when you are making these decisions. All right. And listen, never just assume that somebody can't afford something. Most of the time, if you have a service, right? Not all the time, but a lot of the times when you have a service, okay, especially if you're selling something, under $3,000, you're selling something under $3,000, right? And you got a service, right? And you say, based on like whatever information that you collect, and it's probably not a lot of information, right? You say they won't be able to afford it. Ask yourself, right? Okay, if the thing that I currently am offering him now, one, did I offer it to him the right way? Because if you offer as a personal trainer, when you offer sessions, you're already devaluing the thing that you are providing for the client. So when you say, oh, it's $50 a session, $60 a session, or is this much a month, $200, $100, $300, whatever it is a month, you're already devaluing the thing that you are actually servicing for the client. Oh, is this much for personal training? Oh, is this much for coaching? Right? And then allow them to make a decision. That is not the right way. Because when you give them this service, how is it going to actually help them? How is it going to better their life? Will their relationships be better? Will they be able to perform at a higher level? Right? If they are career-oriented type of people, will they be able to think at a higher level because of the exercise and the activity and the things that they're putting in their bodies? Right? So those are actually the results that they're going to get from working with you. And the price should support that, not just the time that they see you. You got me? So when you are, increasing your price, your business model should follow along with it, especially if you're talking about doubling or tripling or quadrupling your price, right? Your business model should follow along with it, and your content needs to support it. So the things that you put out in the marketplace, they need to understand, not just from a logical standpoint, but also from an emotional standpoint, how this is going to support them and get them to their goals. Okay. And a lot of the times when you are making this transition, yes, you're going to lose some clients. Absolutely. I lost clients. That was one of the, that was when I did the first transition 5 years ago. Like these were like, we was family. I didn't want to lose them. But the thing that I had to tell myself was, this is going to make room and give me and my business more capacity to reach other women, to bring it to the Queen's Project. That's just going to be as dope as my past clients, maybe even doper, maybe even cooler. Because one, they're going to be paying more money. And when they're paying more money, they're paying more attention. When they're paying more attention, they're getting better results. So we changing lives on a higher level. Cool. I'll gain a new relationship and another emotional attachment to that client. That's going to benefit the client and the business this time around. Right? So, you gotta make room, you gotta make room in your life. You gotta make room in your business for the things that God is going to bless you. The next level of clients, the next level of finances, the next level of freedom that God is going to bless you with. But if you're holding on to things because you're so emotionally attached to them for the wrong reasons, right? Then no, you'll miss your opportunity. You'll miss your opportunity on the clients that you could get this year that will be awesome clients, amazing, transforming their lives. paying on time, paying for the first 2 months in full, and then rolling over and paying on a monthly on time every single month, giving you referrals. Come on, guys. All right. So and the more the longer you delay that decision, the longer your success is delayed, right? But keep in mind, I want to circle back to this, guys. When you and we did this transition numerous times, every single time we retained above 50% of the current clients, above 50%, and we either one time we kept the price the same, the other 4 times we increased the price. Right? So do the math. Look at your current clients, and on a monthly basis, like what is the MRR, the monthly recurring revenue, right? What is that number? And then say if you lose half of them, but the other half came on board and paid your new price. 2 things happened. Your income went up, the level, the number of clients that you are servicing went down. So that gave you, the solo entrepreneur, the capacity and buying power to go and get more clients. That's going to fit right into that new business model that you have with that new pricing structure. Okay. I mean, you do the math on it. You don't have to tell it to me. You do the math and actually have a conversation with yourself. Say, Dad, does that make sense, sis? Like, okay, that makes sense. But you have to be emotionally prepared and be okay with losing 40 to 50% of your current clients. But if you have good leadership, the clients, you will retain 50% of them, right? And when you have the right structures in place and the right, because during this whole transition, there's a step-by-step process on how to do it the right way. I've done it for myself 5 times. I've done it for other people hundreds of times, right? So it's just the how to. It's not, can it be done? It's how to do it effectively. All right. So say it again. It's not, can it be done? Because it can. All right. It's easier than you think. Okay. But having the right strategies in place will allow you to do it, a lot more efficient. Instead of just going up to every client or sending an email out and saying, hey, price is changing next month, price is changing. This will be the price. This is what it comes with. Let me know if you want to do it. You're going to, don't do it that way, sis. I'm telling you now, don't do it that way. All right. But see, check this out though. The cost of taking action. This is the cost of taking action, guys. All right. Like keeping a good percentage of your current clients. Okay. Gaining new high ticket clients, providing more value in the service that you provide. All right. So yeah, you'll have a better service. Just because it's online does not mean that the service has to suck. I was talking to a friend of mine, me and him, we was training chess yesterday, and we was talking. He still does in-person training, and I asked him, like, bro, what platform are you using, to deliver your client's service? And he was like, well, I was using TrainerRise, but now I'm just using text message. And I'm like, well, why? He's like, well, I just wasn't, I wasn't, he's like, I got 20 clients. So I thought if I had 20 clients and I don't need TrainerRise, I'm like, why do you think that? So he was telling me the different things that he could do with TrainerRise from a coaching standpoint. I said, hey, when they come to train with you for that, I'm like, how long a session? He's like, 1 hour. I'm like, after that 1 hour, what else are you providing for them? He's like, well, I get them things like cardio and other workouts to do. And then I give them like a meal guide. I'm like, all right, cool. How do you know they do the workouts? He said, I don't know. I'm like, cool. How do you know they did the cardio? He said, I don't know. I won't know. He's like, how do you know they ate? I said, how do you know they ate the meals? He said, Dag, you're right. I don't know if they did any of that stuff. Right there. All right. So the good thing about transitioning online, right, is that there are ways to provide a lot more value for the client 24 hours around the clock. Okay. That's a fact, guys. That's a fact. All right. So, the other cost of taking action is you literally can double to triple your income. Excuse me, double or triple it. Having the right game plan in place, right? And not delaying things, not procrastinating things, right? And this is why having a coach is very important, because when you start to overthink, guess who you can ask now? You can ask your coach, right? 9 times out of 10, the coach, should be somebody that has actually gone through it, right? And has actually helped other people go through it as well. So they can give you or coach you, not necessarily tell you what to do, but coach you through how to make a decision and how fast you should take action on this decision. It's not necessarily saying fast, move, with a sense of anxiety, but just get it done. Just don't delay it. Don't delay. So in entrepreneurship, a lot of people delay a decision and then they delay the action. But if you want to become six-figure, multi-six-figure, seven-figure and beyond, you have to not delay the decision and also not delay the action. You can make a decision to say, hey, I want to go ahead and switch to a high ticket, fitness business model. That's my decision. That's what I want to do. Right. And then you actually delay on the action, because now that you've made the decision, what's the next action? The next action can be working with a coach that helps you make that transition from in-person training to a high-ticket online business model. And then once you work with the coach, now you actually got to follow the blueprint, right? Follow the blueprint. If it's something that you need to do today, but you decide to go on a dinner date with your boyfriend, and then after the dinner date, y'all gonna meet up with a couple other friends, and now the things that you had agreed to for your business got delayed. And then the next day it gets delayed. And then the next day it gets delayed. You've already made the decision to do it, but now the actions are being delayed, right? So the decision and the actions need to take place. But the good thing about that is that there are benefits on not delaying the decision and the action. Doubling your income. What would your life look like if you doubled or tripled your income this year? Would it be worth the actual quote unquote sacrifice? Right? Would it be worth actually locking in, staying focused on the thing that you told yourself that you were going to do? Right? Just would it be worth actually setting aside a budget and sticking to that budget for your personal and your business? Because as a solo entrepreneur, right, you probably had to get it out the mud like I did. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, hey, listen, that's why you got to have a game plan in place, and you have to be disciplined to that actual game plan, the same way you do for your nutrition goals, for your body goals, right? If you want to increase, your deadlift, if you want to increase your squats, right? You have a game plan and discipline around those things because it matters to you, right? So the question that you got to ask yourself is, how much does my business really matter to me? And more importantly, right? More importantly, how is it bigger than me? Because when it comes to doing hard things like discipline, it has to be bigger than like the mission has to be way bigger than you. It has to be bigger than just doubling or tripling your income, because now you got to ask yourself, when I do double or triple my income, is it because I just want to go and buy a bunch of stuff? Or is it because I want to take that revenue, invest it back into the business, continue to grow the business so we can get to a point where we at multi 6 figures, 7 figures, and now we can take that money and invest it in other things that's going to make a difference in the world, right? Your mission in the action, the hard shit that you do in your life and in your business has to be way bigger than just you. So some people feel a little guilty about saying they want to make a lot of money. It's because some people want to make a lot of money for the wrong reasons. If you want to make a lot of money just because you want to go buy a Bentley Bentayga because, Cardi B said it in the song, and you want to get this big old house and stuff like that, all of that stuff is cool. All that stuff is cool, but everybody in the world want that. Everybody in the world want that. It's not a strong enough reason for you to do the things that I'm talking about. It's not a strong enough reason. So you got to choose your hard. Your hard can be delaying the decisions and delaying the action, right? And not achieving your goals and having to look in the mirror every single day and deal with that. That's a hard pill to swallow. Or you can lock in, do what you need to do, and then look in the mirror and be happy about the progress that you're making because you're taking action. That's how you become a confident entrepreneur. That's how you start making multi-six figures. That's how you start making seven figures. That's how it works. That's how it works, guys. All right. You ever hear people, I think Tip posted it. He said it earlier. He was like, you need to hang around people that fit your future and not that fit your past. Listen, you need to have a business model that fits your future and not just your past. I promise you, like if you're still up as a personal trainer doing in-person training right now, and it's you, the solo entrepreneur, working, training, but you have these goals and admirations of making multi-six figures, right? The business model does not support that. If that's what you want for your future, the current business model that you have, it just doesn't support it. It just don't. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it just doesn't. So you can't just hang around other people that don't fit your future, but the things that you do when nobody else is around, the decisions that you make when nobody else is around, because when you make that decision to choose a business model here in 2022, the business model that people have decided to make years ago, like you're behind right now, sis. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You behind. You are behind. You behind. One of my clients reached out to me and she was like, man, coach, like, she's transitioned from in-person to online, right? And, she shared a couple of things with me as far as like what she's doing in the gym and online, and listen, hybrid is a good business model to have. If you are somebody and you have a gym, you can do hybrid. Hybrid is a combination of the gym and online, but you trying to do it yourself, that's not you. That's not. You're probably thinking, oh, okay, I'll train people in person and I'll just offer online. If you just have it as a package, what you got to ask yourself, are people buying it? And if they're not, why not? It's because the business model doesn't support it, right? So we help people transition 100% online or hybrid. You can choose both. You can choose which one you want to do. And of course, just like anything else in life, you have the option to change your mind. Just make sure that you change your mind for the right reasons. Make sure you change your mind for the right reasons. A lot of people change their mind because shit get tough. Not because, any type of moral code or anything like that, right? So you have options. You have options here in 2022. So many different options that just wasn't around, but delaying a decision and delaying an action will just, it'll just hurt your business. All right. But it definitely ain't too late. It definitely is not too late, man. All right. Like we are still changing lives. We are still, transforming businesses, So if you are a personal trainer right now and you're looking to, transition 100% online or, do hybrid, which is a combination of in-person and online together with the right business model, listen, reach out, shoot me a DM if you're listening to it on this live, or if you're watching on the replay, or you're watching on the podcast, shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word ready. All right. We got 7 spots that we want to fill. Okay. So go ahead and apply. If you guys got questions, listen, y'all got questions, y'all can put them right here, in the group. I'm sorry, in the in the chat, in the comments. Okay. If not, shoot me a DM. I definitely give you guys more information. And yeah, let's talk. Let's talk, guys. All right. Cool. So yeah, so being emotionally attached, to a business model, you go a lot deeper. You can be, you're emotionally attached to fitness clients. And like I said, guys, there are good and bad things behind it, right? I'm a very positive person, so I like to look for the good, especially if it's attached to, a goal or a mission that I have. What's the good, right? Let's look at the good, and let's focus on that. What's the point of looking at, the bad if the goal is to evolve, right? If the goal is to evolve, let's look at the good, let's focus on that, and let's create more good. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. All right. So appreciate you guys joining. Chief of Wakanda, what's up, bro? Shoot me a DM, bro. Yeah, DM me, bro. And I'll definitely reach out, bro, and we could talk for sure. Appreciate you joining too, man. Appreciate everybody joining, guys. All right. If you're on here live, you could definitely catch the replay, on all podcast platforms this week. All right. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow. So yeah, guys, talk to you guys later. Let's close out January on top. All right. Let's keep going. All right. And keep in mind, guys, decisions, actions. I'll talk to y'all soon.